of my day. Hey, what's up, everybody? What is going on? Steve Montgomery. How are you all today? Wow, you're looking good. I hope you feel as good as you look. Listen, folks, I wanted to share some stuff with you before I get into today's episode of, yes, The Shocking Truth and SubaruSteve. I'm going to tell you things as I see them and things I believe to be the truth. But I also, look, if you just go to YouTube and type in SubaruSteve Shocking Truth, you'll find a whole list of these from each Tuesday as I do these going backwards and forward. Okay, you get it, you got it, good. But go to my channel if you get a chance. If you're not a subscriber, I invite you to subscribe. And for those of you who are subscribers and you go, wow, I haven't done anything for a while, I've been a subscriber for quite a while, well, I invite you to join the membership drive. And here's something I'm really doing exciting about that. For every dollar, because I'm not looking to make a lot of money, if a membership's like 99 cents. So you pay 99 cents. If 10 people pay 99 cents in a month, that's 10 bucks, right? $5 is going to get chopped right off of that 10 bucks and go right back out to one of the members. Go figure, what a way to give back to people who are helping support the cause, right? Okay, let's get into it. Today, the shocking truth. I want to talk about who I've been talking about for quite a while now, the mysterious case of Sebastian Rogers, immunity from prosecution, dead or alive, and how to find Sebastian Rogers. Listen, folks, I got some cool stuff for you here. Come on in a little closer. I'm going to bring you all in a little closer, or I'm going to say I'm going to come a little closer to you. How is that? Here, there we go. Listen. So I'm going to talk about a few things. One, I'm going to start out with what I heard about the search dogs. So the search dogs have not been able to find any scent or trace of Sebastian, right? And going from the search dogs to an interview I actually heard with my both ears with Dog the Bounty Hunter. Look him up. You'll find him on there, I'm quite sure. But he wasn't really following the case, and his insights were spot on. I mean, really spot on. Hey, what's up, Kendra? Nice to see you this morning. You're looking good. I hope you feel as good as you look. Look at that smile. I mean, come on. Anyways, but listen, Dog the Bounty Hunter, he had some great insights. A lot of them I already thought and have put out in prior weeks. But so Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers, missing 146 days, right? Dog the Bounty Hunter comes on, and he speculates that, you know what? The facts are, after 48 hours, and there's a show on the ID channel or one of them called 48 Hours, the reason being 90% of all missing people after 48 hours, sadly, have been killed. True story. According to statistics and according to what Dog the Bounty Hunter said that I heard, that's what makes that true. But he also says that when you have missing family members, missing children particularly, you have to look at the family first, and I think we've done that quite well. I think the internet community's done that quite well, a little too much, but not going down that way today. We're talking about Sebastian. The other thing would be lie detectors, you know? Some people can fake a lie detector and get through it and beat it, and other people can't. But the fact being, hey, what happened behind me there? Look at that. Come back. Come back. Okay. The fact being that if everybody takes a lie detector test, more information will be forthcoming. I'll just let me play around in the back. I'll try to block it with my head. But more information will be forthcoming. After that, because you got to realize, raising autistic children or an autistic child has really got to be difficult. I think you would agree with that. But I would think that when they become a teen, it would become easier, but really, if they're going through the pain, aches and pains of becoming a teenager now, and they're autistic, that's like a double whammy. Excuse me, I'll be right back. Okay, sorry, I just had to get that out of my system. But, so start with the family, right? Dog says that. And he said something else I thought was really neat. Or neighbor. Because again, we go back to raising an autistic child's got to be challenging. It's also got to be challenging for the neighborhood, you know? Especially if you have one that likes to get out and scream, get out and play and have fun and hide under your car. And what some neighbors might say, well, he's a general nuisance, is really innocence. So I think neighbors really need, and I've said this all along, I think this child is alive, and I think he is in the neighborhood. There is ups and downs. I love it when my son's a blessing for us. Yes, we have bad days, and all our kids are. Everybody has bad days, you know? And everybody has good days. The video clips I've seen of Sebastian have been pretty pleasant. He seems like a great kid. So this brings me back to what Dog was talking about too, as far as, you know, the big places to search would be dump sites, as he called them. Now his terminology was a little direct. He's very close to home. I just know it in my bones, inside of my bones. But he says the dump sites, lakes and construction sites. Well, that got me thinking. The lakes, I believe, have been searched, but construction sites. Now, Chris, excuse me if I'm wrong, but Chris Proudfoot works at construction sites. Now, on the theory, and I am not saying Chris Proudfoot is guilty in any way, shape, or form, so don't even think that for a second. But if he were, and he hid the body of Sebastian in a construction site, he's not hiding him up on a crane. No, he's able to open a hole up, put him down deep in it, and cover it up that it never be exposed again. So I think searching dump sites, my opinion, is a waste of time. I'm going to tell you why in a minute. So back to my neighbor theory, okay? I think that we had a very annoyed neighbor. This is my theory, because I kept thinking, if he's alive, he's in a basement somewhere, or he's in a garage, or he's in a cage somewhere, heaven forbid. I hope he's alive better than dead, and I hope we find him. But if he's alive in the neighborhood, it would be because there's a whacked out neighbor living in the neighborhood. I live on a street with 50 houses, okay? Come on, one or two of these people got to be crazy on this street. Good or bad, I don't know their personal lives behind their doors. It's none of my business. I have never been in any of my neighbors' houses around my home. We get along great. We say hello on the street. We celebrate holidays in the streets together, right out front, right? But who they are behind their doors, it's another story. None of them know who I am. That's, my family wonders about that, but they know, okay? Well, they know what they know. But anyways, if he's in a home somewhere, and I've heard, well, the police and all that, they've ruled out the neighborhood. How do you rule out the neighborhood without searching the homes? Were the homes searched? Were they? No, I don't think so. I think as I understand it, the neighborhood was cleared because detectives went to each door, knocked on the door, and said, hey, can we look at your cameras outside to see if anything's out there we might want to look at? And have you seen Sebastian, or is he here? If he's hidden in a house somewhere, do you think they're going to tell the police? No, they're going to be Mr. John Q. Public and go, if we can do anything to help, just let us know. Yes, look at our security cams. And no, we've never heard or saw a thing, right? They did not go door to door. That's even worse. But I think, now here we go. I got some depth with this right now. I'm really excited by this. So, if Katie on phone, so check this out. If it's a neighbor, moment of opportunity, right? There's yelling, screaming, whatever. It's 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock. Katie's on the phone talking to Chris now, right? Now this is where they're innocent. Check this out. So Katie's on the phone talking to Chris, and Katie's ha ha ha, oh ho ho, and the window blinds are open, right? And what does that neighbor walking his or her dog or cat or squirrel see? They see Katie on the phone as they walk by. Then they come walking by another 15 minutes later, and guess what? Chris said they talked for 3 hours. Katie's still on the phone. Neighbors see it. Blinds are fairly open. Safe neighborhood, right? Hour later, neighbor comes looking again because he thought it was strange, and there's Katie still on the phone. Neighbor now decides to walk a little closer to the house. Oh, look, I have a halo. I am no angel, though. But so you get to where I'm going with this. The neighbor had the opportunity to go up and go on the window lightly, so Sebastian opens it. Sebastian recognizes the neighbor. Heck, maybe the neighbor's got Call of Duty on his cell phone. He shows the graphic image. Hey, you want to come play my video game? Shh, don't mess with your mom. She's talking to your dad. Come on out the window, or whatever. Open the front door. So this is why I believe searching potential dump sites is a complete waste of time. Plus, if you look at places, unless it's something like this, and even if it was like that, I know we'd have cliff divers and people searching everything. Everything's been looked at over and over and over, and we're looking and looking and looking in all the wrong places, and that's why we're not finding the right faces. You feel me there? So listen, he's been missing 146 days. If he's alive, he's being housed somewhere, which brings me back to a neighbor. If he's dead, well, why doesn't the FBI step in now? This is a missing children's case. It could be human trafficking. It could be a murder, you know? Why doesn't the FBI step in and interview every single person from the FBI's perspective, looking at all of the details as they exist today? Now, I know we can't do this with every missing kid. Man, but if we start doing it with missing kids, if we start taking the time to break it down and solve these cases, maybe less children will go missing, especially once we determine who it was that was really guilty, right? So check this out. I kept thinking, well, a reward, let's just offer the biggest reward we can, and eventually we'll get to $20 million and somebody will speak. Well, certainly they would before $20 million. But the point being, who, how, and what are we going to put all this money? Who's going to give it? Where's it going to go? How do we protect it? How do we make sure the right person gets it? That's what Dad wants, is the FBI involved. You know what? We need to make it more than Dad. We need to make it we the people, especially during an election year. Think about that for those of you who are politically involved. Do a good, right thing. Do a positive thing. Don't hurt people. Help people. Let's find out people. But listen to this. So I thought reward and or immunity, but you know what? Forget the reward. It's not about money anymore. Oh no, it's not about money. It's about a possible death penalty or possible life in prison for the rest of your life. And those of you who know what I'm talking about right now, I'm going to speak to those, because I personally believe there's got to be more than one person who knows what happened to Sebastian. 146 days. What did I say? 146 days. Man, that's too much time. More than one or two people know about this. And you know what, folks? Come on. You all watch the ID channel and the crime channel and court TV. Come on. Everybody gets caught. So don't wait to get caught. I want to talk to those who are guilty in this case right now. I'm sure one of you, and you're probably the one that I'm talking to, that needs to hear this. If you were offered immunity, now for those of you who are not involved in the case, just give me a yes or no on this, and you're not admitting you're guilty, but I would love to just see what the general group thinks on this. If 4 people know about it, hypothetical. I'm going to use everybody. Let's say Chris Proudfoot, Katie Proudfoot, Sebastian Rogers. Where the heck's Tony Mathis been? But let's say those 4 people all are complicit in the missing persons case, and we know that's not true, okay, because Tony Mathis wasn't involved when he went missing. But if these 4 people were guilty, and you said, anybody who holds their hand up and tells us the truth, because they got caught up in this, will be given immunity from prosecution. How quick do you think we'd find out what happened to Sebastian? All it takes is one person. Whoever speaks first wins. You know, in the car business, it would be you offer a deal, and whoever speaks first loses. Mr. Customer, I'm going to give you this car for $10,000. Just need you to sign here. And then whoever speaks first loses. In this case, it's whoever speaks first wins. Immunity. So, recapping, let's get the FBI involved to do interviews based on the results as they see them today with everybody that may be complicit in this missing child case. Highlight this case so that it gets national exposure again. You know, I look online now and we're talking about everything else. And there goes another missing kid further down the river, so to speak. Let's do something, people. Pick a cause, plant your flag, and protect your castle, or your castle will fall. Folks, that's it. That's the shocking truth as I see it today. I hope that some of it makes some sense to you. I thank you all for watching. I invite you to join the team here, join the club. I am going to give 50% of everything my YouTube channel makes back to its members. I'm no Mr. Beast. I'm not rich. I'm a 66-year-old guy happily living on Social Security. You know what? Life can be good. Life is what you make it. Let's make it good for others as well. Have a great day wherever you go, whatever you do. I'm ending this like that. Here's my unofficial mic drop. Oh no, here's my mic drop. Ready? This is a new one. Mic drop.